Hello YouTube, Robo Combat Models here. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing great. I'm having a great day myself. It is great to be back in the swing of things and finally getting down with another model robot builds video. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. We have a lot of great upgrades. I'm in the middle of filming the Autumn Championship right now, and I've been building a lot of robots for that. I still have a couple to do, and I've been revising a few as well to show you. So let's get right into it. Let's start with some revisions that we've got. Starting off with the original Eagle's Claw. This thing was starting to get a little bit worse for wear. We have the old claw here. You can see, if we get a close-up, it was not looking healthy. There's a tear there. It just wasn't structurally sound. No matter how much you do, whatever you do to that, it's not going to get back to where it used to be. So we've got a brand new claw now. It's a lot more powerful, a lot more structurally sound, and Eagle's Claw is back in business. It is actually overhauled, back, really competitive now. It has been doing almost as good, if not better, than EC3 at the moment, so watch out for this one. Alright, what else do we have? Some minor changes here, starting off with Striker. Striker now has a lifting boot weapon. This honestly will be, Striker is coming back for the Autumn Championships. Yeah, I know everyone's so excited to see Striker back. Probably the single worst robot. I reckon Suicider did better than Striker in the Account Mayhem. This thing was just flat out miserable. But we're actually going to make a competent version of Striker very, very soon. I'm probably going to repurpose this. The chassis is a decent shape. Shame to make it go to waste, but Striker's back for one last time. I made a little revision to Minion as well. I did a how to build Minion, still very happy with it. Although in fighting, it wasn't very competitive, mainly because it didn't have a Shremek. So guess what? It has a Shremek. Now, some people were saying in the comments that it had a Shremek in Season 5. I don't remember personally, it might have done, it probably did. But I have just added one here. It's quite good, so when it's on its back, it pops out and it self-rights very easily, and it's a lot more competitive now. Black Widow 2 is also making its return to the Autumn Championships, and I've actually taken away the rear hinge wedge, mainly because that was actually the thing that hindered it most in the Account Mayhem. So now it's a lot more sleek. That wedge always kept getting caught on it, making it stick. So this one's actually a lot more competent now, so we'll see how Black Widow 2 does. It is a great robot, I really like that one. Also, revisions to Liftoff. We have made the flipper a lot more structurally sound. Liftoff is also competing in the Autumn Championships. It's good to see Liftoff back. It's been out of commission for the best part of 2020. I just haven't got around to repairing it. But here it is, it's back, it's ready to go. I love Liftoff, it's great. Next up, the last revision is Wrecker for Razor 1905. It got totaled in the Account Mayhem, unfortunately. So we've brought it back now. It now has this back Shremek here instead of the old vertical one, which popped out that way. It's now got one that pops out this way. It's just a small little revision. I think it makes it look a little bit cleaner, and it's a slight upgrade. Everything's looking a lot better now because it needed a little bit of TLC following its Account Mayhem appearance, which it did very well in, may I add. Moving on to new robots now, let's start off with, this one is from Robotic Apple XL, and this is his custom machine, Dread Action. I have made this one in my series now. So, there it is, it's got the typography at the top, which I'm notoriously bad at, I apologise, it's never been my strong point, and a smiley face. I've done 8-wheel drive for this one. It really reminds me of like New Cruelty or something from like Season 5 of BattleBots. It was just a really big wedge with lots of drive power. And that's exactly what this is. It's got a really low wedge at the front here. It's not actually a wedge, it's more of a scoop. It just gets under robots and it just pushes them. It's also got these side bars, which I added because otherwise it would get flipped on its side a lot. But these side bars prevent it from getting stuck on its side, which is very good. That's Dread Action. Very simple to make, but lots of fun. One of the longest robots I have. Some people may know this one from the live tour, Extreme Robots. This is Gnasher. I've been meaning to build Gnasher for a while, and actually it's a lot simpler than I thought. It's a basic drum spinner, which honestly I love. I've seen Gnasher in person a couple times. It's a great robot. I think I've done it justice here. A nice wedge at the back, a solid drum spinner, protected wheel guards. I can't wait to see Gnasher back when the live circuit returns. Moving on, we have a custom one of mine. This is Ember. It's a double spinner. The thing about Ember is it went through so many revisions. It's been one in the planning for a long time. And this model I actually made right at the start of my burnout, so it actually lay unfinished for so long that I was like, am I actually going to finish this model? And one day I just knuckled down, I got it out of the way, and Ember's back. You know, it's an interesting design. It can self-right, but it does pack two very powerful spinners. It's just a nice robot to have. Will it do amazingly? Probably not, but it can dish out some good hits, and that's what's awesome about it. Moving on to another robot by Crystal Carnage. His amazing collection of robots. I need to build more of his because they are just fantastic. Some of those custom designs. This is Lord Charles Shaw on request. I built for him, and it's a very interesting one. It's kind of Maelstrom-esque that it's a double flipper. You've got this rear flipper at the bottom, which pushes the robot up, and you've got the top flipper, which flips the robot. So it's kind of like double the power. And honestly, I've had this one in action, and it's had some ridiculous flips so far, some of which you will see in the Autumn Championship. This one, it's a silent contender, but it genuinely has some of the biggest flips I've ever seen on Model Wars. Crazy stuff. Moving on, another robot for Model Wars 2 is Killertron 2. Of course, the old Killertron was slightly weathered. We've got the new one. Now, this actually isn't custom. This is based on Killertron 2, which this team actually tried to enter to Series 5. Fortunately, it never got picked, probably because it resembled Dominator 2 quite a lot. Despite Killertron being a legend of Robot Wars at that time, unfortunately, it never got to compete. I would have liked to see it compete, but from the blurry 144p image we have of Killertron 2, this is about as good as I got from it. It's pretty good. It's got a good axe on it. Good stuff. Alright, penultimate robot here. This is Infinity. From, you know, the 6th Wars of Robot Wars, the University Challenge, and of course the live circuit in 2007 to 2009. It's quite a fun robot. I've been meaning to build it for a while. I think I've done okay with the typography. We've got the two wheels, we've got the spear at the back, and we've got the claws. Claws are actually a lot smaller. I've revised it a little bit so I can actually grab hold of my models though, but yeah, claws work quite well. Grab hold of robots. What victim have we got here? Let's just take Ember, sort of. You can see, grabs hold around the robot nicely, and it can take it wherever it wants. So Infinity, nice! Let's finish up now with Flight 2.0. A huge upgrade from the original Flight, in my opinion. This one it's great, I really love it. Flight showed so much potential in the account mayhem, but it just didn't quite get there, and if I'm honest, I wasn't particularly happy with how it turned out. I was making lots of robots in a short space of time, and Flight was one of those which just turned out subpar, and I wanted to do it justice, and I think I've done it justice now. We have, it still keeps that reality style, but it actually is in a U shape almost. All of this is hollow space. Powerful drum spinner on the front. It's a lot bigger than the last one. It's toothed as well. Really good. Got two solid front wedgelets on it this time. And of course the Shremek here pops out very fast. Lets the robot self-right. This has been competing in the Autumn Championship. Watch out for this one. Flight is a contender now, and Flight is here to stay. And I'm so glad that I've upgraded it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. It was just a quick little update video. I'm going to get back to lots of Let's Builds very soon, and a few how-to builds and whatnot. Get back into the swing of things, and also you can expect the Autumn Championships to come very, very soon in the next coming weeks. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your patience during this lack of uploads recently, but you know, we're going to get back into the swing of things. It's just taking a little bit of time, but BattleBots is coming back. The inspiration's coming back, the hype is coming back. Oh, there's some amazing designs this year, there really are. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.